As I said, I just graduated from Wesleyan University in May in Connecticut, and I started working with Shofco in September of 2007. Shofco was founded by Kennedy, who will be speaking in a moment, who's dealing with a few logistics. In 2005, Kennedy grew up in Kibera and was just pretty disappointed with the options available to his society, so decided to do something about it. Shofco began with just a single soccer ball, because that was all that Kennedy could afford, and he started soccer teams just so that people would have something to do. And after that, started to add a theater group, a women's empowerment group, a computer training group, support groups, and slum cleanup and health sanitation groups. So since then, Shofco has grown enormously. It has over 1,000 members in the slum, as well as we also have the women's group called SWEP, Shofco Women's Empowerment Program, that are all women with HIV/AIDS who work together. They used to make bracelets. They're now going to start to make baskets, so they're going to learn that soon. But really, Shofco is a grassroots community organization. We don't have a lot of money. We don't do things with a lot of money. We do things with people, empowering people to use their talents and to use the resources that they have. The Kibera School for Girls is a recent project, and Kennedy has always wanted to have a school for girls based on his own experiences. He has three sisters. He's the first of 8 children. Two of his sisters got pregnant when one just had a baby 3 weeks ago, and she's 19, and the other had her first baby when she was 17. So he felt like it's really unfair that there are schools in Kibera. They are not well equipped, they're not well staffed, they're basically complete chaos, and they also charge fees. So if you have no resources of any kind, you have no way to educate your children. And if you do have limited resources, families usually use their resources to educate boys. And so girls are left with pretty bleak prospects, especially in a society where it's common for, if you have no options, young girls at very young ages start having sex in exchange for food. So we want to stop that cycle. And Joanne's going to talk a little more about the school in a minute, but how Kennedy and I got involved is we applied for several grants and got a few to start. It's the first free school in Kibera. We don't charge any fees. We give kids uniforms, supplies, free education, and it's only for girls. It's a primary school. We're starting with preschool, kindergarten, and first grade. As our children grow, our school will also grow. And it's also very different from Kenyan schools. Kenyan schools are very traditional. Our teachers can talk about that better, perhaps. The teachers stand at the front and they lecture, and children memorize, but they can read English, they don't know what they're saying, and then people have no motivation to continue going to school. So ours is based on, Melissa Dearborn has designed our curriculum based on a system called Integrated Day, where children are empowered to be in charge of their own learning. It's about teaching kids how to learn instead of dictating what you should learn. So the kids really love coming to school. That's our goal, at least. So I'd like to introduce Joanne, who can talk a little more.
Good morning. Now, Kibera School for Girls will be a school of its own kind, and it will be the first one in Kenya. The children will go through, activities. They do their active learning. They have centers, like when they take subjects, say you have science, mathematics, English, and art, and they have the apparatus to play with, and then we are going to help them from what they know. We are going to take, like, if a child wants to maybe construct something, we are going to ask them, what they're doing, and why they're doing it, and how they can go on doing it. So actually, we are actually just going to help them, not to dictate like it is in Kenyan schools, where a teacher stands in front of the class, writes everything on the blackboard, and asks the children to start, memorizing whatever is there. Sometimes a child learns something they don't actually even know, and now it's actually it blocks them from even liking school and experimenting what they want to learn about. Now, this kind of learning is that which is going to have the child develop better, because they are going to have experimental, and they are going to also question, if they do something, they will do it and then ask you. So in this way, a child actually develops better, because we realize children are also human beings. In the African culture, if a child comes here and wants to talk, they'll be shut down. You told, what are you saying here? You don't even talk where big people are. So we don't want to have that. We want to have our girls and create awareness that even our women, when they grow up, they are going to mix up properly, and they are going to go to schools even abroad, universities in the US, in the UK, and they are going to mix better in the whole world. And when we empower them, we know we are going to get, to have a better Kenya, because like most of the women in the Kibera slums and girls, you find that they are like sort of sidelined. Because even culturally, you find some cultures where a woman doesn't stand and talk, even in front of people. You ask, women are even considered children. But we want to rub out that, and we want to make them realize that we can all join in together to build a better Kenya, and also to help other people. Because if we help that group, as the school is going to grow, we start with the grades, first grade, and the kindergarten and the nursery school. As they go, every year we'll be taking in children. And I know there will be more opportunities even for us to have even another stream. We start with one stream. But right now we have seen that it is even very popular, and many children like it. We have talked to the children, and they want to tell us, when you ask even Melvin here, you can ask her, Melvin, come. She knows what she wants to become. She wants to play netball or whatever, she wants to become athletes. So you don't know, athletics has got a lot of money even in Kenya, and if she becomes that nationwide, she will even be doing very well. So all the children we interview, most of them want to become pilots, doctors. One wanted to become the president. There are a few who want to become nurses. And they know, children know what they want. So it's the dream, the dream the child has as they're growing up. We don't want to kill it. We want to nurture that dream, so that when they grow up, they will know what they're doing. Not that when you reach maybe like Form 4, that's when they're thinking, what did I want to do? So actually they're confused about what they want to do in life. We don't want them to go that way. When they are going through school, they definitely know what they are doing. And if we were in a better position, in fact, we would even just have them do the subjects that will make them more qualified for the careers they want to choose. So we are very grateful to Jessica and Kennedy. They are our directors here, and the kind of work they have done here actually encouraged us. So my teachers are also very ready, and we are going to start school this Friday. Unajua tunaanza shule. Watoto wako tayari na uniform. Na kesho tunajua tutafanya nini?